Okay, so today we're going to work on two word problems. One's a separate, one's a part whole. So the first one we're doing, we'll read the word problem and then try to figure it out. First thing to do a word problem is you have to read it. So 9 boys, 11 girls were playing football. How many kids were playing football? So the best thing to do is circle what's important, which is 9 boys, 11 girls were playing football. Then it wants to know how many were playing. Okay, so when you're doing a word problem like this, which is a part-to-part whole, you know, the wording indicates the static relationship between a whole set, which would be the answer, and the two disjointed subsets making up the whole part. Okay, so if you wanted to write this out, it would be 9 plus 11 equals that, which is the sum. Okay, and the 9 and 11 are add-ins. Okay, so you can also write it like this: 9 plus 11, which will connect to the previous model where you have to regroup for one, and then another connection is place value. So you have to remember this is still the ones and this is still the tens. So 9 plus 1 will give you 110 and no ones. And then 110 and 110 equals 2 tens. So the answer is 20. Now another way you could also figure this out would be with a number line. Start it out like this and just put 1 through 20. Here's 10, 15, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you start off at 9, so that would be this one, and then you would jump 11 times. So then you would just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is still at 20. Okay, so to write it out, there was 20 kids playing football. Okay, now the next word problem I have is going to be this one. Now, like I said earlier, the first thing to do in a word problem is you have to read it. So this one says, Lee had 10 tickets. He gave 5 tickets to his brother. How many tickets does Lee have left? So he had 10, so he can write it down, 10, and he gave 5 to his brother. So take away 5. Okay, now this would be the difference. The 5 would be the subtract hand, and the 10 is the minuend. Okay, so another way you write it, of course, is 10 minus 5. And another connection of the regrouping to the previous model is, so you take this long, break it down into 10 ones, gives you no more. Then 5 ones minus 10 ones is 5. Okay, so the answer is he has 5 tickets left. Okay, and like I mentioned earlier, in this one, the separate, okay, is the difference. So this is the difference. Let's write that out. And then the 5 would be the subtract 10. And the 10 is the minuend. Okay. Now, another way to solve this is also with base blocks. Okay. And you can also kind of use a balance to kind of tell the problem as well. So we can make a scale, put the equal sign. Okay, so you're going to start out with 10, and you know you're going to subtract 5, which is going to leave you with 5. Okay, so this is a long, which is 10. Now you break that down into 10 blocks. Okay, then he wants you to take away 5. Leaves you with 5 left. And so this answer is 5. He has 5 tickets left. So Lee has 5 tickets left. Now this dotted line means it took 5 away from the 10. And now these number blocks are kind of a connection to the past modules because that's where we learned how to use those and we learned how to use the number line. So the answer would be Lee has 5 tickets left.